Why do I feel like he knows I'm doing this? It's in my head. Oh my god. I'm scared. I'm 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. I'm so excited to tell Matt. I know we were trying, but it just feels so fast. Time to go tell Daddy. Alright, so if you watched last week's video, you officially know we're
pregnant. Well, you're pregnant.
Yeah, with baby number 2, and we're really excited. Last week I posted myself finding out I'm pregnant, but that same day I actually told Matt that he's gonna be a dad again.
Yeah, a surprise.
I honestly thought like you were on to me. I was like so nervous. So you guys would have seen a little bit in that video of me like telling Matt I was like gonna go to Starbucks, and really I was going to get a pregnancy test, and then when I came back I told him like, oh, we need to film a video today, like a Q&A and blah 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 blah, and I felt like I was kind of like, you were like, oh, do you want to do it tomorrow? I'm like, no, it needs to be today. And the reality is like once I found out I was officially pregnant, even though I suspected it beforehand, I was like, I need to tell Matt today.
Yeah I had no clue.
So I just kept the camera rolling while we were doing the Q&A. It's just like a relationship Q&A video that is up on the channel. And during that video, I actually, when I think I was asking about like a question.
More kids, yeah. It's
yeah.
good timing.
What are you guys thinking for baby number 2? And I had it here. And anyways, we filmed it all. So we will cut to that and you can see Matt's reaction and just me telling him that we are pregnant. Again, everyone's asking, like, you know, do you want more kids? When is baby number 2 coming? And like, how many kids do you want?
Oh, yes, we both want more kids. I'll be honest, there's days when Sage is really a lot of work that you think, oh, maybe not right now. But yes, we definitely do want more kids. So I mean, baby number 2 to be continued, to be decided, I guess. We combine these two.
Okay, do you actually want to, I forgot, do you want to preheat the oven? 350. Just make sure nothing's in it. I was just checking.
Should be.
Okay.
But there will be more. We just don't know exactly when, but probably like soon, because, you know, we're getting, like, Sage is getting a bit older, and you don't want too big of a gap either. Where now, if we, let's say we were to get pregnant tomorrow, you're like, well, by the time they're born, Sage is 3. So you already got a bit of a 3-year gap, which is more than I would have thought we would have had, but just the way things worked out.
How about today?
No.
Yeah.
Are you? Oh my god. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Oh.
I know.
I was like, why do you want to do this video so much? Does anyone else know?
No.
No? Really? I was unaware.
I just found out this morning. Well, like I was late and I thought, and I was having similar like cramping to last time because I was like, oh, I'm late for my period.
Did you only do one?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I already knew Matt before.
You knew?
I was late and I'm like, I'm never late. And then I was having a bit of cramping and it was exactly like last time where I had like the implantation cramping. I don't know if you know what that is, but I was like,
no, I don't like. Okay.
I was like, that it felt exactly the same, and I was just like, oh, I'm feeling like hot right now. Now telling you, I feel like I've known for a week, and I've just like taken time to like for me to process.
Yeah.
Like honestly, Matt, like once I was 3 days late because I have an app that tracks it, and I was like going on my app, and it was like, you're 3 days missed your period, and I was like.
Oh.
I was like, huh. But sometimes like you might think I tracked wrong last month. And then I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh, I'm sure it's coming because I felt a bit of cramping. And then I was like, it didn't come. And then like, now it's like, I think today is like 9 days missed. And I'm like, oh, I'm pregnant. And then I went this morning.
There's such like a different reaction in my mind.
I know. Last time I was like,
last time you're like,
unknown. And now we're like, we know it's coming.
Now you're just like, okay. Like, it's not as like,
we were also trying for like 6 months last time. This time, like, we just started trying.
Yeah, we just sort of started trying. Like, and not even like fully. It was more like half-heartedly, I would say. But it's like, it's different. It's funny how the reaction is different. The first time I was like, oh my god, you start, like, everything was going through your mind.
I know, I feel like
now I'm just like, okay, yeah. So how does this gonna?
You're like prepared.
You just start thinking like, okay, so how is this going to work? What do we need to do differently? But I would say it's like, maybe it's a shock right now. I don't know yet. I don't know if it's like the shock or it's like almost like.
It doesn't feel real.
Because I feel like last time it was like, it also said like 6 weeks or something. Your last test,
I did check. Hang on, let's do the.
Yeah, it's funny how there's such a different like mental reaction. Like first time I was like, oh my God, it was such a big like, you just felt like an overwhelming sense of emotion. Whereas like, I'm usually not an emotional person in general anyway. So like this one was just more of like a calculated, oh, okay. So. And it's funny because I was just saying how it's like, oh, you start thinking about how now you're gonna
get pregnant tomorrow, and I'm like, we are.
Oh yeah.
So it says because I did do this calculation already. It says I put the first day of my last period, and it actually says I'm 6 weeks pregnant.
Wow. Okay. So we didn't really get to give it like a good fun go either. It's like it's not like you're like, oh, you're like it was very like it's like half-hearted.
Yesterday when you're like, should we try for a baby? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm already pregnant, but let's go for it.
Well, there you go. Answer to your question. When's the next one? Apparently October 13th.
This won't be, we'll cut this part out of the video and then post it later, but like, we're going to be parents again. I don't even know what
I know. I'm like slightly nervous because you think like, oh, 2. You just anyone you know who has 2, they always like say like, oh, once you get 2, but then people say once you get 1, it's crazy. Once you get 2, it's crazy. Once you get 3, like now you're
a wild ride, no matter what. And like, I know this time in our lives is gonna pass so quickly, and like, I don't want to, like, I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to be like, oh, like, hey, get through that first year. It's like,
dang. Now we gotta figure out stuff too because we're like, I know. Going back to Florida for a period. It's like, okay, well, how does this work now?
I just found out upstairs. I don't know if you could hear me whispering. I literally did. I used my Starbucks cup to the camera. I said I was going to take a pregnancy test, and then I peed in my Starbucks cup.
Here?
Yeah,
You're
upstairs.
Here, you peed. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't.
That's why I lied about going to Starbucks to work, and I was like, I can't work on the book right now. Like, I got to figure out if I'm pregnant.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you were actually going to Starbucks to like...
I know.
And then you brought me a Starbucks. You brought me a coffee.
I did go to Starbucks, but I went, because this morning when I said I wanted to go to Shoppers, and you're like, I'm going to come in with you because I'm going to stretch my legs. I'm like... So I had to go, I left here and went back to Shoppers to go get a pregnancy test.
That's so funny.
Go team.
Go team, man. Go team. Well, I mean, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. I mean, it'd be nice to have a boy. I think I'll say, because I know people ask that, what do you want? And I'm like, it doesn't matter really, because like having Sage has been really cool. But I think like a boy would be good just because, I don't know, it feels like they kind of, like the different experiences. But in the end, like.
2 girls are fun. Like, yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be a boy. But like, two sisters would be so cool too. Like, I have a feeling it's a boy. That's my like early guess. So also I want to tell Chloe tomorrow. So
oh wow.
I just can't keep a secret. I'm like, Chloe is here all the time. I'm like, Chloe's here tomorrow. Yvonne's coming later this week. I feel like I just have to tell people. So yes, we are going to be parents again, and I feel like I already forgot everything about like the newborn stage.
Ooh, I forget a lot, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. But there's definitely things you're like, oh, I forgot how hard this was and that was.
But don't you look back and think like, oh wow, that newborn stage, like you just sleep all the time. What was I complaining about?
No, I remember it still being difficult, like because I wasn't sleeping as much, so it was still tough. But I know what people mean. The sleep is the hardest part. But like other than that, and like obviously for me, like dealing with like healing from postpartum and stuff, like that is a whole other thing. Like I have on my mind. I'm like, okay, like birth, postpartum, newborn stage. Like I feel like that like 4th trimester is a lot. So that's definitely on my brain these days. But I'm just really excited for like Sage to have a sibling and like just to have a little baby again. Sage is gonna look so huge. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun content coming up. Yeah, get ready. Lots of pregnancy content. I filmed a lot of stuff already. Stuff from like the 1st trimester. Make sure you follow me on like TikTok, Instagram. I did a lot of like short little vlog content there that I'm just going to be, we're going to like go back to the 1st trimester there and just kind of share the not so fun time I had during that period, but I'm feeling a lot better. We're getting into summertime and I'm excited. Are you nervous? No, not nervous. Just, you know, certain things that you're like, oh, that's not going to be fun again, like the lack of sleep and a few other things. But I feel like since we did it, I was petrified for the first one just because I wasn't used to babies. So I'm like, I don't know how to change a diaper. I don't know how to hold a baby. But now I do. You're scared. You're scared. Yeah, now at least I'm experienced, and I'm like, oh yeah, with my own kid, I feel more comfortable. So like now I'm like, I'll be okay.
You're
We'll
like
get
a
there.
pro as a dad. Like
Yeah,
this
we'll
guy
get through
changes
it.
more diapers than me. I shouldn't admit that on here. So if you are not already subscribed, make sure you click the button down below. It's free. There's gonna be, well, there's always a video every single week, every Wednesday. Also, Matt is posting every week on Instagram,
Yep.
TikTok. You're gonna be doing YouTube videos again?
Yeah, getting back into stuff more regularly now that we have a bit more time. So that might change come baby number 2. But yeah, if you want to check it out, you can just follow me, the link down below. It's mostly real estate and finance content and like fun stuff like that. So check it out.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next
video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We didn't even show a bump. There you go. There's the bump. Go sideways.
Boop, boop.
It's growing.